Greetings and welcome back once again, as always, to uh, the Valmy meeting engagement. So, as always, and also as always, without further ado, let's see what has happened. Ow, that hurt. But at least we now see French position in pretty much its entirety. So, well, we can at least guess where the rest of the French line is. So that will give me maybe, if I take at least 10 more turns to deploy properly, that gives me a good amount of turns to try and break his line. Oh, hello there. Yet more French cavalry showing up. They are facing that direction. So he's just got a thin screen around the windmill. So I could possibly look to break the screen, but I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Why potentially waste the resources to try and break it early? So, ow. Reinforcements have arrived, one unit under disorder, no one routs. But they really shot up my poor hussars there. Well, that's not good. I'm going to have to deploy these to sort of watch my side. Which means in this case, let's have a look. See, 6 guns up there, 6 guns there, 6 guns there, 4 guns there. Well, if nothing else, we can at least see considerably more of the battlefield. So, they will go there, face that way. We'll do that for now. They're still all fairly okay. So, we'll just continue trying to reorganize them. Advance these boys forward on the grounds of trying to really shove them out of the way. Kleist will reform into Alright, you go try and rally that lot for me. So, Hohenlohe, the Hohenlohe regiment will look to take up position basically where they are. IR 32. Kleist. IR 12 is naturally with them. And I think I will also push my cavalry out a little extra while bringing up more guns. General Schoenfeld's forces. General Bush and his brigade. The Thedden Regiment, Rombergs. Alright, and then finally Bloodberg with the lead elements of his division. Which will... So yeah, between the two divisions of the first line, I'm going to deploy them over here. But the quote meeting engagement part of the battle is over. What comes now is the deploying for battle. Hence why I'm not really doing much beyond deploying. So I'm going to deploy for battle, but probably not much beyond that. Hohenlohe, the rest of the advance guard will take up positions. General Lotham will arrive in half an hour. 10 minutes after that, the 5th Dragoons. 20 minutes after that, the Norman Dragoons. And then another 10 minutes after that, the Duke of Brunswick will arrive. Dragoons, Hussars, So my last forces is really the Austrians, who don't arrive until late afternoon. These guns, so foot batteries, Decker, Berneck, Puttkammer, and Ostendorf, are going to set up here. I would have used the horse batteries, but with them gone, it's a little hard, unfortunately. So again, for now, I think I'm fairly okay. It's just a case of waiting for these forces to arrive. I could have probably broken off here, but with the fog lifting, no real chance of sneaking about unless I do something very extreme when it comes to flanking. But that, I suppose it would be in character for the Prussian army, especially 7 Years' War Prussian army. Which, well, this isn't. It's close enough. So if I force myself to do a wide flank, still, keep our eyes open for the situation for now. And see what we can achieve. General Hohenlohe. So, again, we have to try and keep, at least partially, have to keep at least partially some of my men intact. At least before the main engagement, so if I can get them rested or reorganized, that will do wonders. Still, with the Fusilier battalions, they're in a fairly okay spot to launch their assault head on, with Wolfrad assaulting over here and going for these heights, and then probably Herzberg behind them both. But we shall see. For now, however, with nothing else really able to move, I'll move the muffling field Fusilier battalion there, just in case he decides he wants to try and charge into the Feldjäger's flank. So for now, that is going to be that. So it's going to be a case of paying attention to see what he does next. Especially with me looking to deploy for battle properly. They're naturally covering the stream crossings over there. So if I still had my horse guns, I might have put them up here and tried to bombard across, but alas. Still, I have enough guns to make do. Even if most of them are 3-pounders. Never doubt a 3-pounder too much, at least. Because they can surprise you. So what have you got? Light artillery batteries. Yep, you're 3-pounders. 3-pounders. Still. We are prepared and we are going to advance once the rest of the line makes it up. So, I thank you once again for popping in and watching the video. If you've been willing to stick it out this far, so I thank you all once again. But until next time, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now.